I don't know why. Hello, hello. Hi,
Hello.
Lori. I see you in here. I think you're the only one in here so far. So
far, it's
far,
Friday. Hopefully,
after it gets shared out, we'll have a few more folks come in here. So Heather's live on her channel, and I'm live on my channel. So
yeah. So how's your day going today, Gail?
not bad. I planted my survival seeds tomatoes, the Roma paste tomatoes from Rainbow Seeds. I planted a whole row of these. I was just going to do the 10. And then I saw I had so many seeds left. So I put a couple in the front of the pole and then back of the pole, but I didn't use all of them. So I'm going to put these up properly. But for now, they'll be just like this.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I planted a whole row of tomatoes, and then hello, Toy Sutton. And then I lost my dwarf tomato seeds yesterday, and then today I found them. I was on the phone with Carol from Broke But Bountifully Blessed, and I was feeding the chickens, so I laid the tomatoes down there. So I planted some Tiny Tim dwarf tomatoes and some spoon tomatoes. So these will both be cherry varieties. I thought these would be good for my lunches. Hello, Carrie Gadielsi.
That's a good idea. Nice.
So these will be for my lunches, and the other ones will be just for salads and eating and putting up or whatever. I actually have some tomatoes in the freezer I need to process in some way before the season starts. Like I have a bag, and I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't.
I know I have a few bags. Hi, Kathleen. A few bags of tomatoes in the freezer too, and I'm thinking that I might make spaghetti sauce and then freeze dry it.
Yeah, I just have one that I actually did consider making spaghetti sauce out of it. I'm guessing I don't know if it would make one batch of spaghetti sauce or more like two. Say if you started cooking it down all day.
Yeah, it depends how much you cook it down. So how thick you want it, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I might do that. Just make a spaghetti sauce out of it one day. But just
that's what I'm thinking.
Start it early in the morning in a pot, just like going really slow.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I might do that. And then just add the things, the onions and the basil and the oregano, all the Italian type seasonings, and let it just slow cook all day. I bet that would be really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I almost feel like, and then if you feel like you have too much, you could always split some into another container for a different day.
Yeah, you could do some sauce portions for meals. Yeah.
Hello, the Bud Girls. Welcome in. So that's what I did today. I started getting my
yeah, that's a good idea.
Second weird container ready. I got it about half full of the compost dirt from the other side of the yard, and then I was going to go get my potting soil I bought from Walmart. I put the compost down first, then usually a little bit of bone meal, and then I put the potting soil on top.
Hi, Tamara.
So I never did go out and get that soil, so it's just sitting there waiting. And I'm pretty sure
another thing that is chili. Do you guys eat chili?
Yes. So I actually have 7 days worth of videos posted ahead.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll freeze dry the tomato sauce, with all the things in it ready to go type stuff.
Yeah.
If I was going to can it now, like knowing that I have the freeze dryer, I would can it thinner instead of thicker. So that way I could do soup or, change it up to whatever I need it to be.
A big batch of chili. That would be a good idea because once you make the chili, you could portion it out for lunches and maybe even freeze it. I always have a container of chili in my freezer because I have this really cool dip that I make with with chili, and I really prefer it with homemade chili.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I always put like a cup worth of chili in a container. I always have that. So if I
Yeah.
decide to want to make that dip, I just pull it out, thaw it a little bit, and then, it's like a hot baked dip, and you have that chili in there, and it is so good with homemade chili.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
Tamara.
what's everybody's weather like where you're at in
It's
Oregon?
like 80 degrees, 70, high 70s or low 80s with a 16-mile-per-hour wind.
That sounds lovely.
Well, it's better than tomorrow. That's why I decided I was going to do my planting tomatoes video today, because tomorrow's going to be 25-mile-per-hour wind.
Oh.
So it's going to get worse, not better.
You know what's really interesting? Hi, Penny. Oh, multitasking is good. So like all the way from East Coast all the way across to West Coast, everybody's having like these winds. Like we're having the winds too, not as strong, but
We actually have 2
a lot
days of rain coming next week as well. I think it's like Wednesday and Friday. It's
we have
showing
a
right now, it's showing rain, which would be good because I have a lot of seeds in the ground. Tomorrow is literally my last frost date. Of course, I rogue planted a lot of stuff a couple of weeks early just because it's been so warm. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff
Yeah.
coming up. So I always wondered why these people had stuff coming up quicker than me. Well, they weren't waiting for that last frost date. They were just throwing the seeds in the ground earlier. So I decided a few years ago to start doing that, and it works,
Or growing like inside, with some lights and stuff like that too.
I seriously don't have the best luck transplanting.
Start.
Yeah, I really don't have such good luck. So 32 degrees and very, very windy here.
I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's 100% rain today here. 41 for the low, 48 for the high.
Luckily, things come up from seed pretty easily here because Carol was listening to me talk about planting tomatoes today. And I was like, tomorrow's my last frost date. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I literally only planted them the day before. Well, even if it got cold tonight, which none of the lows are under freezing. I think it's just going to slow down the seed. It's not necessarily going to ruin the seed.
50 degrees today. Okay, in West Virginia.
Yeah.
49. Tamara, where are you at? So, yeah, it's supposed to be like 70 something on Tuesday, I think. I'm excited because it'll be nice and dry.
That's crazy that we're 80 degrees and somebody else is like 50 and snow and all the stuff. That's like crazy.
No, it's interesting. Like in the same state, Iowa. Okay, like in the same state, the weather can be different all over the same state.
Oh yeah. Carol was asking me, was there anybody in Texas that does gardening? I said, well, there's Nicole Smith Gardening. She's in Texas, and there's CC Texas Garden. There's a Little Frenchie in Big Texas. All those are in Texas, but they're a little ways away. So,
Right.
A lot of them are closer to my sister, and their weather is totally different from ours because Texas is a big state.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Texas is hard to it's hard to follow other people with the gardening because they're so far away from you.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that would be really hard.
She would be having 25-mile-an-hour wind when we're having 5-mile-per-hour wind, and we're having 25-mile-per-hour wind, and she's having like 3. So it's totally different. It's raining there. It's not raining there. It's snowing there. It's not snowing. You know what I mean? It's when we compare weather, it's never, remotely the same. So,
wow. Yeah, it's very interesting. For sure.
I did a walk outside today for the 30 for 30 2025 collaboration that Simply Katie Walks is doing. But this time I decided to show everything in the garden as I was walking.
Oh, that's a good
You have to
idea.
be really careful and not, fall
True.
down as you're doing that. And then you kind of like speed it up and then you add music to it. I don't think I'm necessarily going to get the video monetized because it's doing the fork thing. You'll learn later, the arrows. But I'm like, it's all right. It'll be more fun to watch with the music. So I'm like, I'm not doing that one to get paid. I'm just, trying to join in. So, but I don't want to try to talk while I'm walking because I'll be breathing heavy. I would rather just do it to music. That's way better. I mean, I don't want to be all like, golly, like, what am I, 80? So,
Hey,
I'd
I've
rather
seen a
have
lot
it.
of 80-year-olds that are pretty active.
Oh, I know. There are. And I hope I'm one of those people at 50, at 60 and 70 and 80 that's like,
I know. I'm hoping I'm one of
people
those
think I'm
that
way
30,
younger
40.
than I am because I'm very, very active. Well, look at Jen. She could still kick butt in the garden. We're not going
Yeah.
to talk about her age because we don't do that, but
Well, she
she
does
still
cartwheels
kicks butt in the garden,
too.
man. One year she was hand hoeing her garden, a whole section of her garden. She was doing that. I remember that. I'm only going to till one section of the garden this year. One. So I already weeded the wild garden and it's already back to a hot mess. So I'm going to wait until I want to plant the pumpkins. Then I'll have him till it. Then I'll pull out all the greenery. Then I'll just plant in it straight away. I said, because I don't want to be fighting the weeds. So that's going to literally be the last thing planted are the pie pumpkins for the survival seeds.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Brother lives near Eugene.
I was just sharing my husband.
Out of town in Texas. Huh?
I was sharing with my husband a message that I got on my phone about his aunt calling. So,
Lori, did you get an email from me yesterday?
maybe.
So what do you have going on this morning, Heather?
Oh my gosh. Well, last night I don't think I slept very well.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's
so
not good.
I didn't want to
I
get
hate those mornings like that.
I did, and did my morning chores with the animals, and then what did I do? I don't know. It seems like a lot.
Take you to breakfast.
Oh yeah, I went to breakfast, and then I've got some videos to edit today. Oh, and then tomorrow I get to watch the grandkids for the day.
I didn't know if you guys had separate email or the same email. Sorry, you were talking.
Okay.
I'm zipping my mouth.
Yeah, so just editing videos and doing a lot of little things here and there.
I did some editing too. I made some thumbnails. Mm-hmm. I made a survival seeds video and I made a walking video. I also wrote out like a little just to make sure because I'm trying to have a survival seeds video every Monday and a garden tour every Thursday. So I made out a little list so I could make sure I have my 2 survival seeds videos per week. That's the goal. And so if I get more than 2 per week, then I'm going to schedule it out a different day so I can continually have the two days per week.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it. But I have the grandkids tomorrow. My daughter's going to be working some extra, so she asked if I could watch them. And I'm like, yeah. So now I'm trying to think about it's not up yet. It will be today. I have a few that I need to do, but it's coming out today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're on the money. You're on the money. It happens. I remember one time I was trying to make a video for Kettle Kitchen, and it was some kind of cooking video, and I had some kind of problem in the kitchen, and then a problem with the phone. And then for some reason that day you could hear the fish tank had a buzz, like it was about to need water or whatever that buzz sound means when that happens, because hubby takes care of the fish. I don't do that. So I didn't know how to fix it, and he was gone. So I had every possible issue in the world happening with that video. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that video right there, and one other that I missed when I was sick, because of those two mistakes or almost mistakes, that's when I started getting really OCD about
Doing it way far in
week or
advance.
two or even a month ahead and scheduling it, because I missed one collaboration and I thought that channel was never going to forgive me because I was sick.
Oh, yeah, that can happen.
Okay. But finally, that person finally has forgiven me and did invite me to the collab that happened like at the end of last year. We won't go into who that is, but thank God I repaired that. Yeah, but then, and Kettle Kitchen, I think I just ended up posting later in the day because of all the issues. I did get it out that day, but I got it out later in the day because I had to have several issues fixed.
Yeah.
So that's
Some of
why
the ones
I
I
started
do
posting them
is
so
a
early.
course. Like it's a course of over like several days.
Uh-huh.
There's different like steps or things that are included into
Your video.
certain ones, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like a progression type thingy.
Yeah. I have trouble with those kind of videos because I feel like the pieces of the video get lost over here, and how are you going to put all this together? However, this morning I woke up and I did a voiceover with some screenshots, instructional for the survival seeds. Instructional part I voiced over, and then I went out, I planted the tomatoes, added a couple more pieces because I'm like, this video is going to be at least 3 minutes long. This is not going to be a short. So I'm like, if I have to add whatever, I'm gonna make it at least 3 minutes long. I didn't have enough content right now to make it 8 minutes, but I was like, I'm at least gonna get it considered as a long form content. So I did that. So I did a little teaching section there. So I did do that,
Yeah.
but it was the same day. I started it and finished it in the same day. But when I started one week and finished another piece of it, then I get lost or I delete the wrong
Yeah.
piece.
Right.
And I also have trouble if I make a video in the same day with the same shirt on. I've accidentally deleted pieces of videos I wasn't supposed to, thinking it was the other thing.
Oh, yeah. I've worked on 3 different videos, like, and they're totally 3 separate videos. Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So I have been known to go in and change my shirt just for the video. I have actually done that. Only not because I'm vain, though I could be maybe a tiny bit sometimes, but I do look at myself in the mirror before I go live to make sure I don't look like a crazy person that's been gardening. But
okay, so my typical day is I look in the mirror once, put my mascara, wash my face, put my mascara on, throw my hair up and not look in the mirror again. But if I'm going to do a video or go live, I make sure I don't have, because like I'm notorious for having pepper or something in my teeth. So I make sure I
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Again,
stuff like
like
that.
even
Yeah.
if it was an hour ago. So
Yeah. But so your thing is you brush your teeth before you. Well, I got to make sure I don't
and
have.
obviously like
I got
I
to make sure I don't have dirty gardening fingers.
well, dirty
So
gardening
I
fingers is
want to make
fine.
sure. Well, if you're gardening, it's
Yeah.
cool, man. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if you guys watch me transplanting my bell peppers, but I literally had dirty hands and dirty pants because I was like, I had gotten soil and I would just rub it on my pants. Well, when I go inside after gardening for the day, I change my pants because I don't want to sit on the furniture wearing my, because I'm notorious for sitting in the ground. Okay. I don't know if you've watched me garden outside, but I sit on the ground. So there's, remnants of dirt. So I go in, I may not change my top if I didn't get it dirty, but I'll change my pants because I don't want to sit on the furniture.
Last night I was making chicken enchiladas, and so I dipped my tortillas in red enchilada sauce or green,
Heard of
whatever
people
it
doing
is.
that. Mhm.
Yeah, and so my hands are all in it, so I have to take my rings off, and finally got my husband to start helping because I would get the handles to the pots and the spoons, there'd be sauce all over, right?
I
So
made chicken enchiladas last weekend. I made black bean, chicken, spinach
ooh,
enchiladas.
I like that spinach part. That sounds good.
Mhm.
But my hands from the red sauce, I washed them with hot water and soap. Were still it took a little while to scrub it all over, like I couldn't get it off. And then I
Yeah,
realized
I looked
later,
at mine yesterday. It's just really right. The corners of the fingernail is where the dirt
oh,
is. I could probably get a brush after them, but I make sure that the other parts of my hand, are clean. I mean,
right.
I have soap
I ain't
dispensers.
got no dirt in my fingers because I haven't been gardening.
I do. I have gardening fingers.
Yeah,
See?
not yet, not yet. Actually, this week I'm going to be doing a lot of weed eating, and I still have dry, dead stuff to pull out to get the garden beds and stuff like
I
that.
think I'm going to try that carrot thing y'all were talking about. Was it you talking about the carrots where you take the carrots and you surface sow them and then you put something on top of them?
Yeah, you can do cardboard or plywood or a piece of wood.
You could do that outside too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Do it outside and
Okay.
check every day. And as soon as
Well,
you
I got
take it off.
those black carrots. That's probably what we were talking about yesterday. I just don't remember.
I think so, yeah.
We got those black carrots from the IBG seed swap. And I really want to know what they look like. I'm just curious. I mean, it's probably going to freak me out because I'm not used to black carrots. But
I think
I want to try those. I'm going to try that same method you're talking about with lavender.
Oh, it might work. Why not?
I don't know.
Just do like a little bit. And
I'm also going to try some lavender in the paper towel method as well. I've got cardboard. I've got plenty of cardboard. There's no lack of cardboard here at this house. There's cardboard everywhere.
Hello, High Country.
Hello, High Country Homestead.
I was thinking about maybe possibly finding all the purple type vegetables and plant those all in one bed.
That would be fun. Dark purple basil is beautiful. Borage puts on a purple flower. That's beautiful. Robin and I were talking about the purple things this morning. Also, my hyacinth vine, it's got a purple bean on it. And then when it puts out the flower, it puts out a lavender colored flower. The bean is dark purple. So yeah, that's another purple. There's another one of these herbs. I think it's bergamot. Is it bergamot that's also purple?
I think so. Asters can have purple flowers too. Can't they? Yeah, I think so.
I can't wait to have the 4 different colors of 4 o'clock seeds this year.
I know, that's going to be pretty.
I've only had pink. Last year actually was my first year with 4 o'clocks. This is my second year. So this year I'm going to have pink 4 o'clocks, red 4 o'clocks, yellow 4 o'clocks, and purple 4 o'clocks. So I'm hoping to get all of them and mix them together and make up mixes of seeds that'll have about 20 seeds, but they'll just be random colors.
Oh, I thought you were saying your IBG seeds were coming up. 2 separate things. I was going to say, didn't you just get them? Because I just got them. Is
Yeah, my
eggplant?
IBG seeds.
No, that's
Yeah,
black. Is
those.
this that's purple or is
Yeah,
it?
I think that's a dark purple.
Hmm.
Can you do lavender in the paper towel? I'm gonna try the lavender 2 ways. I'm gonna do the one she talked about, and I'm gonna do paper towel because I obviously, but there's a lot of people having trouble with lavender. I know it's not just
It
me, but
is. I'm gonna work on propagating my lavender. Because I think that's the best way to do is take a cutting and dip it in root tone.
yeah,
Because some things are like that. They're very
yeah.
difficult.
I know Jennifer Ocean Homestead had some luck with lavender in the paper towel method, so I'm gonna
Now,
try
see,
that.
last year I did
I'm gonna try
lavender
several different
in
methods.
soil, and it
Okay, for
popped up.
garden day today. I had a part of the garden day today. I planted uh,
Turnips,
tomatoes,
purple turnips.
3 different kind of tomatoes. Yeah. What else is purple? Well, you could have purple irises. I
Yeah,
love dark. You
that's
know
some
what's also
fun
pretty,
colors.
but you wouldn't think is pretty? Burgundy okra. Oh, that is a beautiful plant,
Oh,
believe it or
what
not.
are Rutgers or Rootgers?
Rutgers is a tomato.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I noticed that some of those didn't have things on them. I looked up one and it was a form of pumpkin. So I wrote pumpkin on there. But I guess whoever, because those labels come from all the people. Like I tried to send her the seeds already bagged up
Oh, okay.
to be able to just go out to that person instead of sending her a big old package of one seed. I send it already individually wrapped so she can just throw that in each container. That's how I do it.
I have white flower lavender. I have 70 white lavender plants. They're like bushes, but I bought them as plants and they got big. So do you know what this is?
Mosh.
Oh, mache?
I think it's mosh.
Mache?
I don't think you
I'll have to
pronounce
look
it.
that up.
I think it's mosh. I don't know what it is, but I've seen people grow it. Let's look it up. Mosh, a small, tender salad green. So it's a salad thing. It's a lettuce,
Oh, okay.
known as corn salad or lamb's lettuce, a French term for chewed up paper. What?
Oh, okay. I kind of get that in the name.
Okay, so yeah. But the only reason I'm saying it's pronounced mosh is I've heard other people say the word mosh. That's the only reason. I don't know personally. I
It's
just that's the way.
cool.
If that many people say it that way, I figure they must be right.
Jan, that's
Anyway,
not good. Hurry.
I will be back. I just dropped my phone in Lily's water bowl. Oh no. Oh no.
Good.
I just had to get a new phone and yeah, it still needs a little bit more work. Hubby will have to do
I
a
know
little
now I'm starting
more
to worry because my phone is I got it right when
stage.
the vid started.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you that was a flippin' nightmare trying to find somebody that would fix my phone. So my husband got knocked down by our bull
Oh no.
and broke his collarbone and had a baseball size hematoma over his
Oh
eye.
no. When was
And
that?
that was right when the vid started.
Oh, the vid. Yeah, the vid.
And my phone died.
I
Like,
didn't even know when the
dead.
vid was going on. I was literally having a yard sale
Oh my
at
gosh.
my house, and they're like, "Oh, I'm surprised you're having this yard sale because of the the vid, and I was
Well,
like,
people,
what do
hardly
you mean?
anybody was
I didn't even
open.
know what they were talking about. They had to
Oh.
explain it to me.
I knew about it before everybody else knew about it because I knew something was happening because little discussions going on.
I
And
wasn't paying no attention.
I got on
It was my
YouTube
own little world.
because I had this inkling that something was happening. I decided to get onto YouTube and find whatever's happening. What is it? Yeah, not a bull, a bull. A bull.
Oh, bull, bull.
Oh yeah, a cow, a
It
male.
did sound like bull. It sounded like bull to
Didn't it?
me. Also,
Well,
Jennifer.
maybe it's because you're rubbing off on me. I'm getting a little of that Texas.
Got a little bit of that Texas, talk to me a little bit more. You don't really have twang.
Oh, you did too? Okay. A cow, male cow bull. There.
Yeah.
Anywho, lots of places were shut down immediately. And everybody had to wear the masks. And
I literally almost got caught without toilet paper. We had some, but we were just like running out. I didn't go out and do the stocking thing. But once they had some, I think I grabbed maybe 2 packages of what we would normally get. Not like a whole basket.
I had to go to a mall that was an hour and a half away, which I don't do driving to areas that I'm not familiar with. I get anxiety from or panic attack. I don't know.
Crazy traffic kind of situation.
Well, because I was in a serious car accident and then almost again when we were in Maui. So I get a little, like that. Anyway, so I had my daughter drive me to this mall an hour and a half away. We get there and the line was like 100 people long in the mall. Everybody's wearing masks and I'm hyperventilating because my husband's at home and they said he could have a heart attack or a stroke because of the injuries that he had. That was a possibility. And I had my other children watching him, like babysitting him. But I was like panicking because I needed to be home. And then I get in the line and they're like, oh, we can't help you. Sorry, you'll have to make an appointment. It'll be 3 weeks out.
What?
And I'm like, but I need a phone. For emergencies, I need a phone. So finally, we found a place that wasn't too far away. And it was just like this little hole in the wall with these geek guys. My phone was completely dead. There was nothing they could do. They tried so hard. So
it takes forever to set up a phone.
We couldn't download anything off of my phone. Nothing. Photos, contacts, everything gone.
Yeah, he got my pictures off of the phone, but I haven't let him put it all. I want to actually go through the file and make sure I want the stuff before he puts it on.
I don't know how long we were so I'm in Oregon.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but it's a little while. But however long it was, we had plenty of food and plenty of stuff.
Yeah, right. But no, I got through that, got past that, got my phone, everything's good. But yeah, so it's a thing, like especially when you have some, like, because we live out, there's no hospitals in our county. The nearest hospital's an hour away.
I have panic moments, anxiety moments too. I'm afraid of heights. So I have trouble. I'm okay with regular roads when there's not 50 million people around me, like Dallas, Texas traffic. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Well, also at the same time, I had
going up real high. I don't like highways that go up real high either. So I get nervous when they go up real high like that. Because
I don't like it when you have to park at a light like that.
Ooh, yeah. You're afraid you're going to roll backwards.
Yeah. So, and also at that time, I had a lump in my somewhere. And I was so nervous about that. So I had to go in and get that all checked out with a mask on.
11 months.
Lying in my mask, like, because it hurt so bad. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, here in Oregon, it was like 6 weeks more, 6 weeks more, 6 weeks more. I don't even know. Finally, after a couple of times, I'm like, "Psh, whatever, you know, just did my own thing." Oh, good. I'm glad, Jan. But yeah, that was stressful, but I feel like that 4 years is kind of a blur. Like, I have memories of things, but, like,
That was
knowing,
the
like
year I started YouTube, but I didn't start it because of that. I started it because I had gotten the injury from work and I had to stay home and recover
oh,
from my
right.
neck injury. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. I was bored at home and I had done so many projects and I'm like, okay, now what? You know.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, well, keep on it. Be persistent. That's what I say. Yeah, no, that was just a crazy, crazy time.
However, I feel like I don't need to go outside the house, but when you take that away from someone, then all of a sudden now you feel like I need to go outside now or I need to do whatever now because now
I
if
was
it came to a time when they would try to tell me I couldn't go in my backyard, I would go ballistic.
Yeah, I'd be like, "No, I don't think so. We're not doing
Yeah.
that."
Uh-uh.
I was doing all my normal stuff, like,
Yeah, I mean, I've been stocked up for a
oh,
while.
wow. Sorry,
Ever
Tam.
since I started YouTube, I started that prepping thing. So
Yeah.
it could go a while. We wouldn't have exactly everything we wanted, but we could eat and we could drink and we could have light and
I
we
had
could
one
cook.
time I
There's a
had to
lot of
take
to do all the
my
things.
hair is,
We could flush the
messy.
toilet.
I had to take my son in for some kind of appointment. Oh, dentist, right? And they made you wear a mask to go inside there. Well, I had made my own, and I was making them and selling them.
Oh, my mom was making them.
Yeah, so they told me this
Because
lady
I
that
didn't like the ones
there.
they issued you because I felt like they were spraying them with something they shouldn't be spraying them with. So I preferred to get the ones my mom made with material and wear those because the ones at the hospital they sprayed with stuff and I couldn't identify the
Well,
smell.
yeah,
I didn't
one
like
of
putting
the
like you could be poisoning me. I don't know what this is. I don't want this in
the
my
lady
face.
at the dentist place came up to me and she was really rude. She's like, you can't wear a homemade mask. You need to wear one of ours." And I said, "Excuse me, I will wear my own. And that person over there doesn't have one on at all." Then she walked away.
Yeah,
Mhm.
try to make me. Try to make me.
Yeah,
I
you
will
should
wear
have
my
a
own
D
that
mat.
has only my germs on it and has only been sprayed by anything I sprayed it with. I don't want your stuff that smells funny. To me, they smell funny. And I know I'm just paranoid and it's probably just an antiseptic of sort, but I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I just want it to
It
be
was just so
plain
stupid.
material that
Yeah.
I washed in
So
my own washing
true.
machine with my own
So you
clothes.
guys, we made it.
You made it? You made
We
what?
made it. We made it through all that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I feel like the people who suffered the
Yeah,
most
not dumb.
were the young people, the kids that
They're
were in high
still they're
school.
still
I feel like that generation of kids was already a little socially backwards a bit, and then
Mhm.
the 2020 stuff sent them further back
Yeah, because
into computer land.
mhm.
It sent them further into this.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
This,
My oldest
the thumbs,
daughter is
this
now 30.
spiraling
My
into this world. I mean, these kids nowadays don't even know how to get in trouble right.
You
And I
know
know
what I
that sounds
feel
terrible to
sorry
say,
for?
but they don't even get in trouble together. They're getting in trouble on this. Those are the trolls.
You know who I really feel sorry for is the kids from a local high school to us. They started their freshman year with the vid happening, and now the ones that are seniors are dealing with half of the teachers and staff being inappropriate.
Oh, I missed that.
Going to jail. They're going to jail. Like staff and teachers are going to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now they had that 4 years, and at the end of their senior year, half of the people in their school are I always forget the word, but I don't know if I can say it anyways. Yeah. Naughty. Very naughty.
Yeah.
So they're going to be messed up for life.
Yeah, they are. It's going to give them anxiety about things they shouldn't have anxiety about.
Yeah, like my oldest daughter's 30. So she was 24-ish when that all started happening. My older son is 25, so he was, 21. Like, yeah, it's just crazy.
What's an androgen?
Huh?
Is that another way of saying the shot? Okay, smarter than me over there.
I don't know.
What's an androgen, Lori? Oh yeah, there's a lot of human evil of all ages, really. But I feel very sorry for this generation that doesn't understand the point of human contact, of being around other people. Even this though is really more contact than they're really even having, because Heather and I, though we've never seen each other in real life, have a relationship, a friendship based on having lives like this and talking on the phone. We've gotten to know each other. We don't just text each other. Yes, we do text each other, but we talk on the phone. We go on lives together. We're in collabs together. We do all the stuff together. So we do know each other. However, Kathleen, I have met her in real life at one of the meetups. That was fun.
So Kathleen is Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Yeah. So, no, I have issues touching grocery carts anyways, because when I was, when was that?
That's funny,
class I took in high school, they used a black light and showed all the germs on your shoes and on the carts and the handles and stuff. So I don't do it. Anyways.
Oh, is that your deal with the grocery store?
Yeah, I don't want people's drugs or scratching something, fingers, or poo or something. Yeah, I wipe it down.
That's funny what Jennifer said. She would walk in with no mask, touching everything. Oh, you know what used to send people into craziness back then? When you would cough or sneeze during that time.
My gosh, yeah. It's like, oh my gosh.
Like you were a leper. It was insane. It was like
when I went into the store,
I was like, I've never felt, but because I have allergies, I sneeze all year round. So
yeah. I would start singing up and down the aisles without my mask, and there would be like other people who are like, yes, and we'd high five in the aisle while the rest of them are like, Yeah,
I tried to avoid wearing the mask in every way that I could do without being too whatever.
I know there was some places.
The thing I really wanted to do that involved wearing the mask, I would wear it, but it had to be something I really, really wanted to do. Because in Montana, it was during the mid time, and I wanted to go into this mansion tour, so I wore it in there. But when we got toward the end, and I had seen what I wanted to see, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I literally just walked out without telling anyone in my party. I just walked out and I was like, I need air. I got to breathe. And later on, I was like, I'm sorry, I just walked out, but I just like I had to have some real air. I went out and just took that mask off so I could breathe because I was having trouble breathing.
I've even called people
So, but
out in drive-throughs. They hand their debit card to the drive-through person. They, give them their receipt. They grab that back and all the cups that everybody that worked there touched, and then they touched their keys and their handles and their doorknobs, and then yet, yeah,
yeah.
you're still gonna get the germs. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually ever feel like I had it during that time. But over this Christmas, I felt like I maybe got a touch of whatever that particular virus
Hi,
was. And the
Adrian.
only reason I say that is because it took so long to heal from it.
Ooh,
And
good
I
luck.
had respiratory issues after that and had trouble breathing for a long time after I got sick around the holidays. So
Oh,
I think I finally got it basically just this last year. So I must have a pretty good immune system because I feel like this is the first time I ever got it was like right
yeah,
around
for me, I just will sleep more for a couple of days, more than like a normal sleeping. And I just feel like lethargic, tired for a
yeah,
few
I'm an
days.
introvert as well, believe it or
I've
not.
never had anything more than just being tired for a few days, maybe a sniffly nose and a little bit of a cough here and there. But I don't really
I've
get
always been an
much.
introvert, but COVID made it so much worse. I
Ooh, you
struggled.
can see the sparklies on camera, or at least I can. Can you see
Oh
them?
yeah, I can see the sparklies.
Jennifer, sparkles. Um, yeah, that's just crazy. It was all crazy, and I don't even remember how we got into this topic.
Good for you, Jennifer. Good for you. Yeah. Well, I went through the phase of phase one. I didn't even know what was happening. Phase two, I had a panic of fear. Phase three, I typed up Psalms 91 and posted it on my back door back here. I read that every time I felt fear. I kept reading it until it went away. Eventually, the fear went away. All I did was keep reading Psalms 91, and it took away the fear. And before you know it, I was fearless. I'd go everywhere and not worry about a single thing, saying, God is going to protect me, even if I walk into uh,
Have fun, Jan.
to a nest of snakes. He's gonna protect
Ooh,
me no matter
ooh,
what.
I have a song for Jan. Rubber ducky, oh, I better not sing it all so we
Rubber
don't get in
ducky.
trouble. Yeah, you know that.
Is that a real song?
Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
sing it all because we might get in trouble. Uh, but yeah,
Or
that was
look over your
definitely
shoulder.
a time.
Ooh.
But I was cool because my whole family came here to my house and we did all the things. So she heard me before she went. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, my dad flew in from Florida
I'm
for
a I'm a I
Thanksgiving.
would say
Christmas.
I'm a little bit germaphobe, a little bit.
I
I
am
just wash
too.
my hands a lot. Like when I go out to do ministry, we have hand sanitizer in the vehicle. So after we have contact with them, we wash our hands. But I mean, my
I'm
mom
I'm
and
like
I take turns. We'll pray for them, and we actually put our hands on them to pray for them because that's the way we were taught to do.
yeah.
So I'll like have my hand on their
Well,
back,
and I would do that too.
and
It's
then when I'm done, I get back in the vehicle without them seeing what I'm doing. I'm down below washing my hands with the hand sanitizer, and then when I get home, I do a full hand wash. But yeah, we take precautions, but we also don't want to treat them like they're lepers either.
yeah, but like I'm not like I'm just
Okay. Thank you, Jan.
I think I don't even know about the germs. I'm a germphobe now. Like I
I
can pick up
started
dry.
a little bit of germaphobe when I started working as a receptionist at a medical office. And, I was touching people's insurance cards and different things. People were coming in with stuff and their
Yeah,
paperwork and things.
yeah.
Well, at one point, I got some kind of something on the side of my nose, which was, I don't know what it was. But anyway, they treated it at the
Booger.
whatever it was acquired by that. Oh, you know what I used to hate about working as a receptionist for a doctor's office? Let me tell you what I hated. When people would walk up with their little urine cup and they would plop it on top of your desk. Do I lay pee on your desk or your kitchen table? Why are you laying pee on
I
my desk?
always felt
I
really
do
weird
my
about that.
work. You laid your pee on my desk. Yeah, no, 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 do not do that. So when I go to the doctor's office, if I ever have to give a urine sample, I hold it in my hand until they tell me where to put it. I never ever sit it down. When they tell me where to put it, I put it there. I don't walk up and randomly put it on someone's desk. That's
I
disgusting.
like it when they have like they tell you to put it on the sink in the bathroom, or they have like
Yeah, or they have that
a
little cabinet and you could just put it in there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Or you walk up and you hand it to the nurse and she has her little gloves on and
I
she
always feel so
takes it.
weird about it. I'm like,
It's very weird, but let me tell you, it's way better than walking up and putting it on someone's desk because
hey, you want some of
I don't know
mine?
if you can see the panic on the inside of me.
Yeah.
If you could see it I don't know if you could see it on the outside, but on the inside, I was like, oh my gosh, you just put your urine on my desk.
Ooh,
Why?
yeah.
Why? Yeah. So, yeah, I used to do that. I used to do medical reception, medical billing, and medical coding. So I did that job for about 8 or 9 years.
I was working for Oregon Dental
I hang
Services.
out with the preppers too.
Um, it's like a Oregon, like they took all the Oregon Health Plan claims, and also it was like independent, like companies, insurance companies.
Right.
But I had to ID all the, so they had the people that were processing the claims, but when they couldn't properly ID a person with their ID number type stuff, I had to do that research to find them. So I did that, and then they moved me up to the dental area,
Mhm.
and they told me I did it too fast, that they wanted me to train everybody.
Oh, well, I've done all. Oh, see, that's the weird part. I did the medical coding and billing. I was also stocked groceries at Walmart. I was an office manager. I've bagged groceries before. I've been a cashier. I've been a salesperson. I worked at Boost Mobile. I mean, I've done it. I've done it all, guys. I've done it all.
Let's see, my first jobs were babysitting. And then when I was 12 and 13 into almost 14, I was doing working at 2 different restaurants and babysitting. And then when I was 15, just before I was 15, I got hired at a retirement home. So I was bussing the tables and doing
That
some,
I've never done. I've never worked at a retirement home.
yeah, I did that for a while. And then we moved to Alaska, and I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken for a couple months until I got a job at J. Jacobs, which was a clothing store. That was fun. And then we moved again back to Oregon. And I had it like my working was like a week off in between places. It's crazy because I used to be able to walk in somewhere, fill out the application, ask for an interview, and get hired on the spot. Now you fill one out, like We don't know who
You
you
Did you see what Tamara wrote?
are. Yeah.
Boys seem to be proud to fill the cup to the rim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now all 15 people that are in here, you now know not to put that urine cup
Don't
on
get the
someone's
receptionist
desk.
pee unless she asked you.
Yeah. Don't
Or
give your
pee
pee until
person.
someone's ready to accept it.
Yeah, the receptionist person, right? Is that correct? I don't have the dolphin thingy. Actually, Gail, you should teach me how to do that.
Ooh, I don't know how.
Oh,
I don't know how to do that.
what?
That's what. Devil Dog helped me do that. I,
Oh.
Devil Dog gave me his phone number like on a Friday night, and he called me on the phone, and I had the computer here and him on the tripod over here telling me what to do. So I don't know a single thing about how to set up Nightbot. I only got that set up because Devil Dog was there to help me through it. I don't know how to do it. That's why I've never done it on this channel, because when I went back to try to repeat those steps for this channel, I was worried I was going to mess up the other one. So I said, we're just going to leave it. At least I got one that's working.
Right.
I only wanted it to drop links. I didn't want it to do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've always raised other people's kids too. Can you believe we've been talking for almost an hour already?
I know. It just flies by. See, now I couldn't do medical assistant because I don't like blood. So that's why I did the billing part. I don't like the blood and the
I worked at a veterinarian clinic as a
ushy
receptionist.
gushy. I don't want the ushy gushy stuff. I don't want no part of that. None of
I
that.
actually got to assist in some surgeries um, at the veterinarian clinic. That was really cool.
I met Bob, raised other people's kids, especially Junior.
On Gail's channel, if you type in the word dolphin, it'll put your link to your channel if you have a channel.
Yeah, but that's only on Gail's Southern Living. That's not on Broken Hearts Ministry.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
why
that.
I changed it today, not to say the dolphin thing, because that's not true on this channel. That's only on the other channel. But yeah, Devil
Gail
Dog.
doesn't know how to do it, and
What
I
does
don't
Dolphin
know
do?
Devil Dog.
Dolphin would drop your link if I was on my other channel, Gail Southern Living. It doesn't work over here because when I went back in
Oh,
to repeat that process, I was worried I'd mess up Gail Southern Living Nightbot by setting up Broken Hearts Ministry Nightbot. So I ended up just leaving it alone because I was figuring one working is better than none working. So I left it alone. Yeah. No.
my last job. Well, I worked at a gym daycare for a while, but before that, I was doing my own preschool childcare for 13 years.
My last job was as a paraprofessional working with autistic and Down syndrome and children who needed help at school. So the person that goes around with the child and is their advocate and make sure that they get their accommodations for their
Right.
job. That was my last job.
Yeah.
So I've done everything. But that was the job I got injured at. One of the little kids decided to give me a little swinging neck hug and kind of was pulling her body weight off my neck, which messed up my neck and I think also my back. So
Now I can't imagine working for someone else. Because for one,
is he a he's a paraprofessional?
well, for one reason why is when I had my own home childcare, yes, I had to have lots of kids to make a decent amount of money. But once you get over, because like if you have one kid that you get paid for, it's like literally like cents on the hour or a dollar on the hour type. It's not much money. But as you get more, you make more. But because I was a certified I could have up to 16 kids. And so I had a helper too that I paid, part-time here and there. But after making the money that I was able to make at the time, it's hard to go back to making minimum wage and being told by somebody that's less than half my age to do more, you know?
Takes care of me, cleans, cooking burgers now, and talks to professionals for me.
That's
Bob is
right.
your helper person, your caretaker of sort. Yeah. Well, that's why I said Psalms 91, because
Yeah,
all that germ stuff, I give it to God. Kids used to hate this because when I was a little kid, I used to say something that was very annoying to other kids, and it was just because this is the way I was brought up.
Wow,
I used to say this. This is what drove the other kids crazy. I used to say, the day of my death is already determined, and it doesn't matter if I am careful or go high gliding or dive into sharks. It doesn't matter what I do. God's already determined my date of death. And that used to drive kids insane that I believe that. I still believe that to this day, that the date of death is not determined by me or what I do. It's already set in stone. So I try not to live in fear. Work for someone else ever. I enjoy my retirement. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I like having the control to do my own thing. Yes, I work well with people, like in events and things like that. I can, like if I went to the meetup that you and Jan and Linda are doing,
care assistant,
I would be like, what do you want me to do? And I would do what you want me to do. Like I can work well like that, but on a day-to-day 9 to 5 or whatever, I work more hours on my farm doing all the things I do than I would at another job. Do I get paid? No. But yes.
This is a hard time of year because I spend so much time gardening that I have to, like right before this live, I was putting up dishes. And then right after this live, I have to put the dishes in the dishwasher so that when I cook dinner tonight, the sink is empty. And it's just a continuous cycle. I also have some clothes I have to put in the dryer.
Yeah.
I actually really like working with the autistic children. The Down syndrome children are a little bit harder because they were a little bit violent sometimes, but I really do miss my kids, and I see them every once in a while, but some of them are so big now that it's hard to recognize them. But occasionally they have a little bit like the same face or the same eyes, kind of, but
yeah, people are nasty in families when yeah, I know all about that.
Yeah, family can be just as mean as strangers, really. Technically, it hurts worse because you care about what they think, even if it's technically not true. It's hurtful. People say things that hurt my feelings on YouTube all the time, and I'll be honest, most of the time they don't even know they hurt my feelings. Like I'm holding it in.
Yeah.
Which is not good. I know it's not good to do that, but I do that. Occasionally I vent to Heather about things, but
yeah, satisfaction. Yeah, because exactly, Tamara.
God's money, not ours.
It's different, and
that's why God's providing for me, because every extra that I get, I mean, literally, if I have extra money and I'm going to Dollar Tree, I'm going to get some gardening things for myself. I always end up putting something in my basket that's for homeless ministry. I do that all the time. Most of the time I go in and I spend more money on them than I do on myself.
Well, for years and years, I did boxes in November. I'd take a big cardboard box and I'd decorate it with wrapping paper on the outside, and it would be for newer used, good condition, clean coats for children, babies, children, adults, new socks, new underwear, hats, gloves, scarves, and stuff. Like, so I would collect from the school and several different places. I used to do that a lot.
Hi,
But,
Rob's Block Gardening. Welcome in.
yeah, now I like just to kind of be in the background of helping.
Oh,
Incognito.
at the school, Lisa Loeb does. Lisa, are you talking about? Oh, Lisa Leos. Oh, what does Lisa do? I missed that. What does Lisa Leos do? You're talking about Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. She does what? So
Hi, Rob.
the school where I was working, this is just a little backstory. So I was a paraprofessional, and I work really, really hard. And sometimes I had to conflict with the teachers because they weren't giving them the accommodations they were supposed to have according to the paperwork. That was my job, to match the paperwork up with what the teachers are doing. So I had to confront some teachers, and that wasn't fun. So I made enemies of the principal, a few teachers, my direct boss for special ed, her friend, and a girl I went to church with. There was about 7 different ladies at my last job that were, I'm not going to say the word, starts with the B, harassing me. I don't think you're supposed to use that other word. But anyway, they were harassing me. And so I think really it sounds crazy, but I think God took me out of that job because he knew I wasn't going to leave on my own. And as soon as I left that job, my life changed. So
I know it was a huge decision for me.
Be mean. I don't know why they hated me. I'm not really sure. I think they hated me because I was a Christian. I think that's why they hated me. And that's,
how did they know that, though?
well, I'll be honest, I'm not really the type that goes around correcting people. I don't correct people. I can't stand correcting people. I will literally watch Heather do something wrong, and I won't say a word, and I'll go off and just let her figure things out for herself. I'm not saying she's doing anything wrong. I'm just saying.
What do they do?
No, I'm just saying. If I'm at a job and I see somebody do something wrong, unless they're directly under me where I'm supposed to be supervising what they're doing, if I'm not their boss,
oh yeah,
I'm not correcting them. It's not my job. It makes people hate you. I do not correct others. That's not what I do. Yeah. I didn't overly try to cram Christianity into anyone's face. I just feel like they knew because I didn't participate in certain activities that they did. That's all. And so they hated me for that. I don't know why. And they gave me all the hardest jobs at that job, all the hardest things. And I did it all until I was taken out. And they were so upset. And they even talked bad about me after I left the job with an injury. They were still talking about me. I heard it from another person there that liked me, that they were still talking about me.
Everybody does that everywhere, and I don't know why. It's It's just like the trolls on YouTube thing, right?
I'm trying to read what she's saying. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things that happen to you and your family can really affect you. I personally had an alcoholic father. However, I do feel like that I'm a stronger person because of that. And I do adore my father. And there's a lot of awesome things about him. And I hate to talk negative about him that often because there's a lot of good things I learned from him. My ethic work ethic and my making the best of things. And, I like to paint. I like to garden. I like to do things that my dad liked to do. So there's some of me and there's some of him in me.
Oh,
At the time, having an alcoholic father when you're a teenager was really, really hard. And there were times I really didn't like him at all, but I finally got out of there. And
well, what the last
better
4 years
relationship
taught
after I
me
left.
is there's a lot of mean people, but there's also a lot of amazing people. And that I'm okay with staying on my farm.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I didn't always talk about it, but they just knew, I didn't cuss or drink or just talk about my past. Yeah, Heather knows there's some things in my past that aren't good. I didn't become this person I didn't go from a perfect, I didn't come from a perfect life. I had a hard childhood. I had some wild years, sold my oats, and had some bad relationships. And now, I feel like I married my husband now, who is a good person, and I saved the best for last. He's not perfect either, nor am I, but he puts up with me. So there's that.
Cute. Yeah, we all have to go. I mean, I don't know if we have to go through.
All the things that I went through made me who I am. So though I may put on the air of Miss Goody Goody Tissues, I did not at all come from Miss Goody Goody Tissues. That is not really who I am. You can see every once in a while a little bit of that sinful nature tries to come up. Heather knows, but I try to repress it because a lot of those years doing those things weren't my best years of my life. I would say now are the best years of my life. I have a lot of great friends. I have a purpose. I have a sense of
Jan
purpose.
says, well, Gail, if you're not perfect, then you just cannot be my friend. Yeah. She
Yeah.
made you. I'm joking. Joking.
Yeah, I'm not perfect, but I try to be a good person. I try not to participate in gossip because I know how terrible it is on YouTube and in real life. Because because there's this one person in my real life that said something about a certain person. And now every time I look at that person, I see what they said about them. And I don't know if what they said about them is even true.
Oh.
And I hate that they ever told me that because now I can't get that out of my mind. And I'm just like, I wish I had never heard that. I wish I could just go back and just erase that little piece of my brain that remembers that, because I can't see that person the same based on what they said. And I don't know if it was true. So don't believe everything you hear. But if you're my friend, you're really my friend.
You are an angel.
For you. I stick up for my friends even when they're not around to know I'm sticking up for them. My friends, I'm not going to let people talk about you. That is when I will correct you. That is where the tough Gail comes out, is when you go to pick on my friend, you go to trash Heather or Jan or any of my really good friends. I'm going to stick up for them because I believe in them and who they are. And no, I'm not going to let you sit there and talk about them. That's where the ugly is going to come out, because I don't like it when people are talking about my friends.
Well, and I just like to be real, like how we're talking right here. This is me. Mm-hmm. When I'm a dork or I'm goofy or whatever, that's me. I'm me. If you met me, I'm me. I don't know at this point.
It took a lot of years to let go of all the things that happened to me at the school. But I did eventually let it go. And
let it go.
After I healed, I don't know if you're saying this. I don't know if you're saying let it go for me or if you're saying that to somebody else.
Yeah.
But if you are, hey, if I need correction and you're giving me correction and I know I need it, that's great. But yeah, it took a while to get over that. I don't really ever talk about that story anymore. For a while there, I did talk about it more, but I can tell that my heart is healed because I don't think about it as much as I used to. So that's awesome.
Excuse me. Uh, yeah.
Fierce defenders. That's right. Fierce defenders. You're
Yep.
my friend. You're my friend, and I'm going to defend you. That's who I am.
Yeah, I
That's
have that song
yeah.
on my music, and I play it, and I sing really loud when I'm outside. I even sing loud at the grocery store or any store that I go to. I don't care.
I
But
heard a rumor, Heather. You want to hear it?
for your bugs. What?
Yeah, Dixie Jean is working on a bug song.
Yeah, I want to hear it go.
No, I'm not ready. She's
Oh,
not ready. She's not
oh,
ready yet. She's not ready.
okay, okay.
She's working on her artistry. She's just started to write her notes, and they look like Dr. Scramble. They're like all a big cone. She's got to come up with a really
Just
good
some
She's
more
gotta
on
come
the.
up with a good chorus for it. See, and then
Oh
she
yeah.
wants to name all the bugs in the video. I think it's going to be really funny.
So
And of course, for every time she comes on camera, she wants to be wearing something different. So she's got to also go into costume. So
it'd be funny is if you
such
could.
a diva. She's got to go into costume, huh?
I wonder if she would have like antennas and look kind of like a bug.
I have good intentions. I don't
Hi,
always
Charles.
follow through, but I really do follow through with this. Why would you do that? What is she talking about here? Jennifer, what are you talking about?
I
Why?
don't know. I missed it. But
Yeah,
there's certain parts of
could
my
have been
property
referring
where
to
it
something
echoes
you
more.
said a little while ago. Hello, Bushcraft family. Welcome in. I'm looking forward to the bug song. Yes, yes.
My
I really
youngest
want
son
to follow
Dakota
through.
likes Michael Jackson's music.
I want to follow through with the bug song, and it won't hit a copyright because it's going to be completely original. Now, if it tries to copyright,
I
I was trying to help her come up with an instrument to play because I don't have any instruments at this house. And the only thing I could think of is she could get out like a pan or a bowl and maybe like, bam.
Oh, you need some
You know what I mean?
bug
Like
outfits.
spit out, you beat a drum, beat a bowl or something really loud, or bang some pots.
Bam.
Yeah. I think it'll be really funny.
We're gonna have too much fun.
But if
I
Michael
think-
Jackson beat it, that's a good idea. So do a Weird Al Yankovic version of it,
I think like if it's
That's a good idea, Jen. I like it.
we could all be singing it while we're gardening.
Yeah, it could catch on. It could be that could just be Dixie Jane could make me famous, You just
I like it.
You never know what could hit. And
Oh yeah.
what kind of crazy things we're willing to do for YouTube just to see if somebody will come along.
Have a good Friday evening.
People who watched that video of Dixie Jean and had never watched me before were probably like, "Oh, what is wrong with this girl?"
Yeah, I had a hard time like I wanted to do it, but I was having a super hard time figuring out who I wanted my character to be. But so anyways, with that.
Maybe there's something you can get at Dollar Tree that you could wear, that maybe I could find her something at Dollar Tree, some little wings
like
or
a headband with those little.
Yeah, something. I'm gonna go look. That would be really cute. Buy things that you can afford.
That's fun. So fun. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You're gonna have to think of some good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll as I get
'Cause I want to sing it too.
I might let you help
That'd be
me.
fun.
I might have a maybe we can have a private live and we could talk about
We
some
could
things.
sing together on it about
Some ideas.
bugs.
Well, we do the song and you sing it and I sing it on our channel because I don't know how to combine videos. I don't know how to do all that.
You know what I thought would be interesting is if you were live on your channel and I was live separately on my channel, but on our phone or tech or somehow secretly we could put earbuds in, we could be talking to each other. And I'd be like, "Hi, Gail, what do you think about this?" And they'd have to be watching both channels to know the response.
Huh. Heather has all these interesting out of the box ideas.
Yeah. Granny Feather.
She just comes up with these stuff out of nowhere land.
Well, I thought about
Yeah.
one video I wanted to do with Gail as a recipe, and I'd be like, "Oh, you should make pot roast," let's say, and Gail would be like, "Well, I don't have a roast," and I'm like, "Well, I'll give you a roast for you to cook," and then I would hand her the roast, and she would grab it through the screen and have a roast. And she'd be like, "But I don't have a big enough pot," and I'm like, "Oh, I do. Here, you can use mine." And then she'd grab the pot
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the carrot.
She's got all these ideas.
Yeah,
You've
complicated.
got to learn how to meld
It'd be
videos together so you can follow through with your ideas. Yeah. See,
Harrison
see,
sounds complicated.
she has the same. This is my reaction to Heather's ideas that she has. It's like
Yeah.
have an idea of something that's like not quite so hard.
Well, I mean, if I well, okay,
Narrow
here's
it
the thing,
down just a little bit.
right? Here's the thing, if I put the ideas out
Yeah,
there and I share them, whether I can or can't do them, but I'm sharing the ideas, somebody might be able to make that happen. So I
yeah,
have to share it.
yeah. Like Tammy from Mountain Grandma had that idea about a year ago, and we all just
Have
ran with
a
it.
good evening, High Country. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you coming in for our endless chatter. I have about 14 days left for paid StreamYard. So however much longer that lasts. But you
I
know
hope
what? I went from 68 watch hours to 82 watch hours. So thank you to you guys who did help me out with that. Lori, I know you're one of them. Indiana
but
Gardner
back
and Jen.
to my nutty ideas. That
Oh,
might be
no, that's
hard.
your
I
ideas.
did have an idea the other day, but I'm not going to say it. And
Okay.
somebody else was able to simplify it just a little bit easier,
Yeah.
which is still a super awesome idea.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ideas out there. You know, Fall Fest was not my original idea. Okay. The crochet community had it first. Literally, there's a homesteading community that had it too before me. So it was done and done and done and done. I just said to myself, if they can do it, I can do it. So I just sat down with a spiral notebook and a pen and just started writing it all out. And literally now that is what Gail's Southern Living is known for. And that's the highest month on my chart is October. Because I was going to stop doing Fall Fest, but why would I stop doing it when that is my highest grossing month of the year? So I continue. Who can say October is their best month of the whole year? Most people are like, "Oh, we're declining in October," but not me.
Yeah, I did. So for doing that Fall Fest, the first year I did it, which was my first.
You need some help with that, Bushcraft family?
And then, yeah,
Send me
it
a
always
link
did
and
it.
I can help you out. Huh?
So what does that mean? Is that lifetime?
We got 3 devices. The birds are watching too. Yeah, I definitely see where it went up, Lori. So I wanted to take the time to thank you for that. That's why I'm doing these lives, because the ministry hours were kind of tanking. So I've got to do some more work in some different
Her
areas.
birds are going to say,
Oh,
milk,
it does still
milk,
say,
milk, milk.
it does still say dolphin at the beginning. So I'm going to have to change that for one that's just for the ministry. I didn't realize it said that. I thought it just had my email. Oh, boy.
Yeah. So if your birds start saying milk, 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 that just means they want to watch more of my channel. Milk and milk, milk. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, I hope I get the yellow finches this spring.
Heather's getting closer to her goal too. And
Oh, yeah.
Lori, on those thumbnails, if there's not one you want to use, or if you have some more ideas, because I didn't really know what ideas to go with, I didn't even really know what your colors were. You can always use those for thumbnails
Yep,
or
I'm
end
still
screens and stuff like that. So they're yours. You can use them for whatever you want, But if you got some more ideas, I actually like doing stuff like that. If I knew your colors and what kind of graphic you had, I could probably come up with maybe some better options.
yeah. I want a sticker maker.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. Sticker
I've
maker.
been kind of looking here and there.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. I thought you might. That's why I put it first. That's actually.
So I saw
my
this
favorite.
one right here. Are you looking at it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I looked at it. Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Like,
One,
I
but
don't.
mine's really more of a label maker than a sticker maker. Yeah. I could just figure out how to work with Cricut. I'm sure it would make great stickers.
Yeah, well, it's weird because I had my Cricut.
Probably your regular printer would make some decent stickers if you had the right sticker paper for it.
I do. Well, the problem with that was I had it loaded onto the computer I'm using now, but I hadn't used it in like 6 months, and it said it needed to be updated. So I updated it, and it said it won't put it on there. Ooh, magnets would be cool too.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe making magnets for the Ozark meetup.
Yeah.
See, I thought about maybe doing one with the skull, the scully type person. I mean, I could try one like that if you want, Lori. I didn't really know what graphic you would like.
What's that?
Playing around, huh?
She says she loves her brother P Touch. Hold on. Don't make any more comments.
Brother?
I have to screenshot it.
Okay.
So I can look it up. Oh, really? Oh, I might like that. Okay. So I'm going to make labels too.
Prints on ribbon too?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I want to try to this summer dehydrate some flowers that I can use in soap making in the fall and winter. So I meant to do that last year and I didn't. There's a few things I meant to do last year and didn't get around to. So I'm going to make a list of some things I want to do during gardening season and check them each off and make sure that I get through, because I get so focused on the gardening and the weeds and the bugs and the filming that I forget to.
Well, I definitely am going to do more tea stuff. I do want to do a bunch of pressed flowers so that I can do I have one here, but like decoupage, like a clear vase with flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could put epoxy over it, if I wanted to and stuff like that. I've been looking at how to make vases with my stained glass. So I think I have the idea in my head. I don't want to make them too big, but just like kind of like that, square.
Yeah.
And do like 2 to 4 different colors.
That would be fun.
right? So they're pretty.
Yes.
So that way, when I put give herbs or sell herbs, like cilantro or not cilantro, more like rosemary and I don't know, flowers, whatever.
I can't remember if I planted any
That's
sage.
the ink smear, Anne. That's cute. That's fun.
Birthday present, Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I love making cool, like wrapping, ribbon, and decorating.
I wonder how it would be washing. That's something else. But I do have some fabric pins that I could trace it.
That sounds like fun.
I saw where somebody was doing a wrapping on a video this Christmas time. I don't know if I can show it. So they took a ribbon and they laid the wrapping paper down flat and they laid a ribbon and they folded the wrapping paper so that somehow, and then you pulled the top of the ribbon and it ripped wrapping paper off the package.
What?
So it's like a little tab and you just pull it.
That's a thing. That's a thing. That's a real
like
thing.
what? How do people think of things? So many things.
Yeah, no.
Well,
once you got it down to where it was an easy process, that would be really cool.
mm-hmm.
I know I got a few packages this year that had a little bit too much tape on them, so I need to be careful with that next year.
Oh, I like doing that, so it takes.
Went a little too crazy with the tape this year, huh?
I like doing that because it takes them longer. It makes Christmas.
Have you ever taken like a little tiny box and put like a $20 bill in it, wrapped in a bigger box and a bigger box and a bigger box and a bigger box and a bigger box to where they have to open, and then all this like stuffing and Walmart sacks and just confetti and all the things everywhere,
and they're like, oh my gosh, another one.
It's like a $20 bill or a necklace, it's something tiny in a big box that they took forever to open, and everybody's just laughing like crazy. Yeah, I love doing stuff like that. It's so fun.
Yeah.
We started doing this game now to where we go to the store, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Family Dollar, wherever, and we just get little things. It could be, candy or gloves. It could be a flashlight, a candle, some kitchen mittens, some funny things. Like I got it like slime and stuff like that. So, it'd be really cool to take money and do that, what we're talking about. So hopefully they're not listening. I'd love to do that next year because it would be random. And you know what? The year when all the gag gifts they always go to my nephew. I don't know how he always picks the rock or the stick or the package of ramen noodles, whatever the gag gift is, he always gets them. He has awesome, and they're wrapped the same as everything else, so you can't tell. But he has a knack for picking the worst thing.
Have you seen those people cutting those like a paper lunch sack, and they cut it around the ears, and then they put eyes and a little nose and whiskers, and then they put all the candies in the paper sack, and then they tie the ears together with a ribbon,
like a Easter bunny bag. Is that what you're talking about? Easter bunny bag. Oh, I want you to do that craft, but do it like 2 or 3 weeks before, so I can try it out before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun, and putting them in different boxes where you think you're getting like a TV or a computer or even a phone. I've done that.
That's good because it makes it fun. You don't want to spend all that time and all the buildup of the Christmas, and then it's over like no time. Just sit
wrap
there,
a mess, clean up the mess.
savor it, go around and take the time to watch everybody, because otherwise everybody's opened and you don't know who got what from who. Like my mom got the stepdaughter.
Yeah, I like taking the time.
I'm
like
gonna see.
so-and-so. Yeah, and wait for so-and-so to open theirs and so-and-so.
Yeah.
Or even if you all open at the same time before you go to the next one,
everybody kind of gets to look around the room and then go. Yeah. Savor the moments. Savor the moments. We've already gone an hour and a half.
Are you talking
an hour and a half?
Anne did something. I don't know what she did. She did something. Do you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know if you saw it, so I wasn't going to bring attention to it.
I just saw it.
Maybe it's a surprise.
It is a surprise. And
maybe does she have your address? Could she actually be sending you something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. Well, thank you, Ann. She's so generous. She donated that Power Snack book to me, so I thought that was cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
That was sweet.
No, I was reading. I saw Teddy Bear, so I was reading Jan's comment about the teddy bear. Like there's certain things. Sometimes your eye,
draws to certain words or whatever. Yeah, I read that comment.
Right.
I pulled it up quickly, but I guess you missed it.
I think I should let everybody go.
Yeah,
I gotta get.
I was thinking we're on an hour and a half, and I still have
to
Ann. Finish cleaning the kitchen and rotating the laundry. Yeah, an hour and a half goes by quickly.
Just talking about whatever, right?
Chatting. So, thank you guys who have helped Heather with her watch hours.
Yeah, thank you.
Please continue to help her
ministry.
And if you have an extra device, you could also help me if you feel like it, feel drawn to. That could, that's part of the revenue and everything, and how well the channel goes to the ministry. So I want to try to keep everything going well. I think I'm going to say it out loud, because if I say it out loud, then you guys will make sure I follow through.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to start doing a devotional out of my 100 God's promises. I'm going to start doing one devotional per week. I'm going to pick a day.
You know what?
And I'm going to start, and it could be maybe 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
I just thought of something.
And I just thought I'm going to make a commitment to you guys, whoever's here today, to start doing that. So because that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So Gail, I was thinking maybe you should do some late evening watching the fish tank.
Watching the fish
on
tank.
Broken Hearts Ministry. It's relaxing. Maybe you could put some beautiful light sound.
Oh, there is a sound. It's called dripping of that.
Well, I mean, maybe like some violin or symphony, or I don't know.
Well, I mean, it does. I mean, if you buy one of those sleep machines, it actually comes with one with a dripping sound. Well, it does the dripping sound all by itself. Chip, 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 chip.
No dripping. Fish tank, beautiful, relaxing. I have to go pee now. I'm kidding.
Hey, leave the computer going and go run pee and come back and watch some more.
If you're asking me, Lori, I think
it's a very mesmerizing sound. I think it's a cool sound. I'll do one like that and let you hear what it sounds.
I need like 142 hours to get to.
Because I'm worried if you put music with it, it'll get copyrighted, and then you won't get credit for it, huh?
Oh, that's true. Make your own music. Strum a drum or drum for an hour. I don't know.
That's Dixie Jean's job, not mine.
Oh, your bug song. Oh, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
So
if I need help, I have a group of friends that might help me, but I'm going to see if I can do it by myself. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I hit I also might ask Kobe because he may have some kooky ideas as well.
You might have some sounds that he could add in there, like either the old record player. Okay, we gotta go.
Woo! She's getting tired of it. She's tired. She's got delirium.
I'm getting nuttier.
Yeah, she's getting nuttier.
Nuttier.
That's what I do. I make funny jokes when I'm tired. Crazy jokes. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me and Heather. We might try to do some of these next week too. I'll try to text Heather later and see if she's willing to do that some more. We got about 2 weeks left on StreamYard, so
let's do it.
Yeah, you might see us again because we're trying to build up those watch hours and get old Heather over here on level 1 monetization. We're almost there. We're almost there.
See some more nuttiness.
Thank you guys for all your help today with everything coming in and helping Heather with her hours and stuff like that.
Thank you, Gail. At Broken Hearts Ministry.
And I know some of you guys are helping me as well. So thank you. Have a great weekend. And we look forward to watching your videos and seeing your updates for Survival Seeds and whatever else you're doing on your channel. If you come into these lives and you actually do put out content, because a couple of these, I'm not sure if they put out content. If you do, let us know so we can go by and check out your channel.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye,
Thank
Heather.
you, guys. Have a good evening. Happy Friday.
Happy weekend.